Veliyath joining us on a very interesting day for the markets where you've seen a turnaround after a while. He's founder and CEO, of course, of Equity Intelligence. Porinju, thank you so much for speaking with us. I'm trying to understand how you're looking at all of this tariff trade talk, tariff attack, I'm going to call it, on India. And how do you think it's going to impact sentiment in the markets? Are you sitting on the sidelines, waiting to watch what's happening as an investor yourself?
I feel this tariff noise and, whatever related to what Trump is talking about and, without any stability. And Trump has been, whatever Trump talking has very limited self-lives, if you see, in the past. And, he can flip anytime, keep flipping. So India is not giving too much importance to those things. That's the best thing happening for India. And I'm telling you, as a nation, India today is very different. India is very confident. It's a strong nation, a stable economy, and wonderful leadership. So it's a we are not really highly dependent on any countries or any leaders that way. But of course, it's a matter of concern when such significant changes have been just spoken, on some just a feeling or emotionally, or with some tactics. It's a matter of concern. Investors or people get not feeling good about it. But you see, India has not reacted strongly with the insulting words. The Trump kind of people will come and go. As a nation, we are long term here, and we have been here for thousands of years. We will continue to be one of the strongest nation. I'm not talking just economy at this point of time. One of the strongest countries in the world for a very long time to come, for thousands of years. So these are small, aberrations, and ultimately, it's on the goods exported. We're talking about this tariff, which is not the very, very big part of Indian economy. We are mostly focused on services, and that's our strength. So let investors also do the same thing. Let us focus on the strength of India, our vast domestic, the production services. So there is a huge opportunity there to build up your wealth. So equity investing will continue to be the best option or the most promising segment for investors to keep their wealth.
Porinju, good morning. There is a presumption, right, that this thing will get resolved. So if the markets were to get nervous in that interim period until any possible resolution were to happen, would you be a buyer? Do you believe that the near-term growth story also will not get impacted and the markets could inch higher from where we are right now, or let's say maybe at 23,500, 24,000?
Yeah, good morning, Neeraj. So be a buyer, it has got many other aspects than this current short-term turbulence going on. So I think Indian markets in general, it's not very excitingly cheap. I hope you agree with me. Especially I have been always, predominantly investing into small and large, smaller companies and mid caps, and which have been fantastic the last 5 years. But last 6 months, even my portfolio management PMS schemes are underperforming. But that is how it works, some period of time. The cyclicality is always there. So even the small mid caps in general seems to be little stretched in valuations at this point of time. But the good part is there are pockets of opportunities in India. We are changing in a big way. We have to, of course, focus on the capital, the technological transfers, and the growing services trade. That's one thing investors can do from their part. In India's growth story is definitely in that our economy will be growing excited manner in the coming decades in the global scenario. There is no doubt about it. But the corporate earnings, the different challenges, the headwinds, we have to go through all those things. So that way, I'm not excited about general markets in India for next 1-2 years, we have to go see some kind of stagnation. But I can't predict the index that way, Neeraj. But I feel it's not exciting for a value investor to pick stocks in general. That's why one has to be extremely choosy in that select pockets of opportunity, whether it is artificial intelligence related or domestic growth related. So we have to find those kind of very small number of stocks in that pockets of opportunities. That's a big challenge for the investors in general. There's no doubt about it. So this tariff was, and let it all will get settled. India and the world will continue to trade with or without America. See, their prominence is coming down. It has been coming down since some time. So this crazy guy Trump is doing is going to accelerate that downtrend of America. That's what I strongly feel.
That's, let's come to a little bit of more specifics, Porinju, if we can, for our viewers right now. What are the kind of sectors and stocks where you see that stability? You talked about valuations as a concern. Where are you still seeing that upside possible, especially after we've seen now enough of Q1 to get a sense of how these companies are doing?
Yeah. See, now, as I think in the morning, NDTV Profit was discussing about the earnings of different segments and companies.
Yeah.
In general, it's not very exciting. Again, the earnings of this quarter. There are some companies doing very well, like Apollo Hospitals, results have come. Some pockets of economy doing very well. I think this hospital business in general is going to boom in India, considering our demographic structure and what's going on globally in terms of human health. I think this is going to be a very important sector. But again, it's not available cheaply, or I would say most of these companies are above reasonable levels of valuations. So that's a challenge. Now, artificial intelligence, the whole segment of information technology business in India, in services or in products. So everybody is having some kind of uncertainty whether AI is going to disrupt these IT companies or not, and which companies are going to be affected more, whether some companies are going to benefit. So I surely believe that the application segment of AI, artificial intelligence, the open AI, that is going to be a very important part of booming business in India. So which companies are looking at that segment, who are making inroads and doing things early? So one of the stocks we have been buying in the PMS recently. There are many companies. I'm just telling this name because their call and presentation, everything has come last week. Datamatics, an old company, I think a 3-4 decade old company. So it was not in fancy yet. It has been always at a reasonable valuation. So we found they are doing something fantastic in the AI segment, in applications, in building applications for different segments. So there will be companies like that. If you don't go and buy Datamatics, it's already it has gone up by 70-80% in the last 1 month. I think it may go through a correction. So
Porinju, you know, people will hear you saying Datamatics and go out and buy because what a good eye you have. So let's talk about where further value is or what spaces. Are you liking some of the consumer stories that are popping up? A Nykaa has reported, a Honasa has reported. There seems to be a consumption turnaround.
Yeah, these are businesses. I don't know the future of these kind of businesses. There will be intense competition in every field of business. And India is, now it has been watching the number of new segment, new business areas, the new listings of those companies. So there is a huge supply of high quality stocks coming to the market already. It will continue to be so for the next many years. It's all very, very different kind of businesses, what you see. So the names what you told are some of those in the recent past, and there are many more coming. So I think that new businesses are coming to the market. It's very exciting again for investors to look at those new companies coming up, new companies planning IPO. but very good companies in IPO. I never apply in the IPOs because if it's a very good company, you don't get the shares, and if it's a bad company, you get the shares and price goes down. So IPO has never excited me, but you have to watch those IPO companies. Maybe you can do something later in the markets.
Yep, makes sense. Porinju, lovely talking to you. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out and being with us. And the photographs on the social media about your farmhouse are looking wonderful, so enjoy that.
Thank you, Neeraj.
All right.
I was being a long weekend. I came a bit early, and
brilliant.
I'm in the farm only. Yeah.
Have a good
Please
time, Porinju.
welcome anytime.
Thank you. Thank you.